Yo, 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 note the disclaimer. Hey, I'm Abby, and welcome you fricks to another episode of Nostalgic Pick. It didn't really rhyme, but I don't care. So, this video is going to be about Science Verse by Jon Scieszka and Lane Smith. Yes, I know how to pronounce their name. Basically there's a thing in the jacket that says, Jon Scieszka rhymes with Fresca. Nothing lucky for him, because not much else does. And Lane Smith rhymes with almost less go than Jon Scieszka. These are the pictures right here. Evolution. We'll get into that a little bit in the thing. Alright, so another part of the jacket that says this. I'll give you a second. Have you ever stopped to smell the roses? Have you ever paused to listen to the poetry and the science and everything? Here's the story of one kid who did. Too bad for him, it turned everything into science poetry. Roses are red, violets are blue. The science verse curse will drive you nuts too. Only the creators of Math Curse can make science and poetry so fun. 2, 4, 6, 8. Who do we appreciate? Dedication. On Wednesday in science class, Mr. Newton says, "You know, if you listen closely enough, you can hear the poetry of science in everything." I listen closely. On Thursday, I start hearing the poetry. In fact, everything I start hearing is a science poem. Mr. Newton has zapped me with a curse of science verse. Yeah, as you can probably see, this book is really big. Like, not in, like, length or anything, but, like, size. And it's also a sequel to Math Curse, which I probably should get into, but it's not really nostalgic to me anyway. Evolution. And I think it's sung to the tune of the Battle Hymn of the Republic, so this is the picture. Glory, glory, evolution. Darwin found us a solution. Your mama is that shape, and your knuckles always scrape, 'cause Grandpa was an ape. That's so funny, man. Water cycle. I'm going to be showing a lot of these pictures with a lot of clumsiness, because, you know, it's a big book. Water cycle. It's raining, it's pouring for H2O, it's boring. Precipitation, evaporation, precipitation, evaporation, precipitation, evaporation. Every night and morning. Lovely. Next, this picture is creepy. I think that's the point of most Scieszka books. Lovely. I think that I ain't never seen a poem ugly as a spleen. A poem that could make you shiver like 3.5 pounds of liver. I don't know why there's an ellipsis there, but you know. A poem to make you lose your lunch, tie your intestines in a bunch. A poem all gray, wet, and swollen like a stomach or a colon. Something like your kidney, lung, pancreas, bladder, even tongue. Why did I do that? Why are you turning green, good buddy? It's just human body study. Twink? I'm freaking serious. This is actually the picture of Twink. And no, it's not what you think it is. Twinkle less, spot of black in the starry zodiac. Sucking in all matter and light, turning sunshine into night. Twinkle less, lost control! And now we're trapped in the black hole. Okay, here's one of my favorites. This is a parody of The Raven by Edgar Allan Poe. And I forgot to tell you that the Lovely one was a parody of the poem Trees by, let me see. Lovely was a parody of the poem Trees by Joyce Kilmer. So anyway, this is Edgar Allan Poe's The Raven parody, and it's called Dinosaur. Once in first grade, I was napping when I heard a scary yapping, frightful word. Worse than a slapping, worse than 20 T-Rex roars. Said our teacher, heartless creature. My class, you know, always explores 10 full weeks of dinosaurs. Pterodactyls, stegosaurus, on and on the same old course. Elementary stuff to bore us. No more, we beg, and she ignores. Yes, she smiles. They were reptiles. Then locks the windows, bolts the doors. Don't you just love dinosaurs? Sorry about that. Oh, sorry. I just ate a lot of breakfast and I'm kind of clogged up. Anyway, every year the scene repeated. 3rd grade, 4th grade, we were greeted with the torture just completed. Yes, we've heard of carnivores. Still the teachers, changing no features, still spoke those words that gave brain sores. This year's topic, dinosaurs. It's still a mystery, scientists say, why the dinosaur went away. But I know why they couldn't stay, and it wasn't meteors. It was creatures, yes, those teachers, who did the work of 50 wars and bored to death. Dinosaurs. This is a pretty funny poem because I never had to experience that in my school. I mean, we only learned about dinosaurs in like the 1st and the 2nd grade. And most of it was self-taught from me, so yeah. Most was self-taught, yeah. I mostly read books on dinosaurs back in 2nd grade and 1st grade. So I wasn't really taught it when I was in school, but I digress. The next poem is called Food Chain, and it's, I assume, to the tune of I've Been Working on the Railroad. I've been working in the food chain all the livelong day. In the middle of the food chain, I've got no time to play. Can't you see the green plants growing? That's energy, okay. Consumer eats up the producer. Predator eats prey. Everybody. Who's for lunch today? Who's for lunch today? Don't you just wonder who's for lunch today? Predator or prey, predator or prey, eat or be eaten, that's the only way. Yeah, and the picture, of course, is all this, the top of the food chain. Humans are at the top of the food chain, and I will not hear any argument otherwise. Gobblegooky. Okay, that sounds freaking weird, but this is the gobbledygook. 'Twas fructose. Oh yeah, this is a parody of the Jabberwocky by Lewis Carroll. Yeah. 'Twas fructose and the vitamins did zinc and dye, red number 8. All poly were the thiamines and the carbohydrate. Beware the gobblegook, my son. The flavorings, the added C, beware the serving size, and shun the dreaded BHT. And as in frolic thought I stood, the gobblegook with eyes nitrate, came gluten through the dextrose wood, its extracts carbonate. Seriously, Shaska, you're a genius. Oh, can you slay the gobblegook polyunsaturated boy? 3,000 calories! Don't look! The sugars, fats, oh, soy. 'Twas fructose and the vitamins, did zinc and dye, red number 8. All poly were the thiamines and the carbohydrate. And of course, in the picture, there's the big old monster. And the kid right here is holding a box of generic cereal. Krispies. Just generic cereal. I'm probably going to put that as like the description. Generic cereal. Why scientists don't write nursery rhymes. Mary had a little worm. She thought it was a chigger. But everything that Mary ate only made it bigger. It came to her with school one day and gave the kids a fright. Especially when the teacher said, "Now that's a parasite." Hey diddle diddle. Hey diddle diddle, what kind of riddle is this nature of light? Sometimes it's a wave, other times particle. But which answer will be marked right? Here's the thing. Here's the picture. What? Yeah, I know, right? I didn't really pass science in elementary school. Jack be nimble. Jack be nimble, Jack be quick. Jack jump over the combustion reaction of oxygen plus heat plus fuel to form carbon dioxide plus light plus heat plus exhaust. Now that's an intellectual joke. Good night. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bedbug, tick, or louse suck blood from you, hatch its eggs, and develop the larva on you. Alright? Okay, now here's the picture. Oh, sorry, I think I snapped the binding. But anyway, here's the pictures. This is gonna take a while. Okay, next we have Scientific Method at the Bat, which is a parody of Casey at the Bat by, I think, yeah, it says Casey at the Bat by Ernest Lawrence Thayer. I don't know who that is, but I'm guessing it's a famous poet. Scientific Method at the Bat. The outlook wasn't brilliant for my experiment that day. The only way to graduate was to come up with an A. So, when my lab exploded and turned to blackish gunk, my chance of passing anything went Titanic. You know, sunk. I sat and sadly watched the clock curse to be alive. It would take a miracle. No, make that 2 to get me to grade 5. And then I had a brainstorm, an idea so terrific. I just had to use those words from the Method Scientific. I grabbed my pen and get to work. You should see my look. I slowly write down hypothesis, observation in my book. And now the class bell rings, and now I lose or win, and with one mighty plop, I hand my lab book in. Oh, somewhere in these science classes, hypotheses are made. Experiments are conducted, kids move up a grade, but somewhere conclusions are concluded without a bit of doubt, and there's no joy in this lab. My results got me flunked out. Here's the picture. Yeah. Skeletal study. Yeah, this looks really, really painful. Not even gonna lie. There once was a man of science, not one of your mental giants. He decided to settle the question, does metal fix an electric appliance? Oh no. It's just like that Dumb Ways to Die line, getting your toast out with a fork. Yeah, that's a pretty weird way to die, and a dumb way to die too. Yeah. You're it. Oh, this is a really fun one from when I was a kid too. And don't even pay attention to the history of the original rhyme. I'm sure I'll discuss it on the channel some other time, but you know, just get out of the subtext. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a virus, watch it grow. Once it's got you, it won't go. Eeny, meeny, miny. Oh no. Oh my god, this is so funny. Minnehaha, or The Atomic Joke is on You. This is a parody of the Song of Hiawatha by, I'm looking right now and seeing who it's by. Song of Hiawatha is by Henry Wadsworth Longfellow, and this poem, Minnehaha, or The Atomic Joke is on You, is a parody of that. From the shining Big Sea water to the trees near Gitche Gumee, everything is made of atoms, tiny things you cannot see. Though I have one small question, and I don't ask just to blame them, scientists can't see these things. How the heck can they name them? Nucleus they call the center, made of parts they call the protons, and more itty-bitty pieces, go ahead and call them neutrons. Flavored quarks, electrons, bosons, things can hardly get more doofy. I say we think of our own names, but let's make them way more goofy. Let us call the proton Wawa, the electron Monomoni. Call the neutron the Wenona. Who will know, though they're all so teeny. And let us call the atom something new like Hiawatha. That would be our really small joke. That would be our Minnehaha. So if you don't know, Wawa means wild goose, Menominee means wild rice, Winona means Hiawatha's mother. Hiawatha is the hero of Henry Wadsworth Longfellow's poem of 1855, and Minnehaha is the laughing water, wife of Hiawatha. I don't get it. What's the Matter is next, and this is What's the Matter, and I assume they're going to be talking about states of matter. Miss Lucy had some matter, she didn't know its state. She only had 3 choices, but she tried to get it straight. She thought it could be liquid, quite possibly a gas, and if it wasn't solid, well then call me sassafras. Miss Lucy called the plumber, Miss Lucy called the cop, Miss Lucy called the egghead with the perfectly bald top. Liquid, said the plumber, solid, said the cop, gas, said the egghead with the perfectly bald top. The Census Lab of Professor Revere. And I'm looking at the back right now, and it says it's a parody of Henry Wadsworth Longfellow's The Ride of Paul Revere. Paul Revere's Ride, technically. But, you know, here it is. Listen, my children, and you shall hear of how loud noises go into your ear. And look, my youngsters, bright lights will be the way you figure out how to see. And feel, my students, is that too much? With gopher guts you learn about touch. And chew, my kitties, oh what a waste. That Frog Eye Sue is for you to taste. And sniff, my scientists. Ain't it just swell how 10-year-old cheese demonstrates smell? So those are your senses, and class is done. Next week, diseases! Won't that be fun? I beg to differ. Now this one was my absolute favorite growing up. I'm sorry about the binding and the cover and all that. It's called Amoeba, and here's the picture of the little amoeba. Don't ever tease a wee amoeba by calling him a her amoeba, and don't call her a he amoeba, or never he a she amoeba. 'Cause whether his or hers amoeba, they too feel like you and amoeba. Kind of relevant for today, because there's constant misgendering. What else do we... Oh, I think this is an original poem, actually. It says in the back, right here, any similarity between any other poems, blah, 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 in science verse or any other poems in the rest of the world known as okay. The only poem that wasn't intentionally based on another poem is, for some reason, Amoeba. No telling why. Changes, which is about metamorphosis. I'm a little woman... Anyway, I'm a little mealworm, short and wiggly. Here's my antenna, cute and jiggly. Now I am a pupa, squat and white. How did this happen? I'm a sight. And now I am a beetle. What is this? I really hate metamorphosis. Oh wait, I already showed you that picture. Here's the metamorphosis picture of changes. Okay. 'Twas the night, and I'm reading this on New Year's Day. Let's go. Let's go. 'Twas the night before anything, and all through deep space, nothing existed, time, matter, or place. No stockings, no chimneys, it was hotter than hot. Everything was compressed into one very dense dot. When out of the nothing there appeared with a clatter a fat guy with reindeer and something the matter. His nose was all runny, he gave a sick hack. Oh Dasher, oh Dancer, I can't hold it back! He huffled and stuffled and sneezed one achoo! And then 10 jillion volcanoes the universe blew. That dense dot exploded, spewing out stars. Earth, Venus, Jupiter, Uranus, and Mars. Helium, hydrogen, the mountains and seas. The chicken, the egg, the birds and the bees. Yesterday's newspaper, tomorrow's burnt toast. protons and neutrons in your grandma's pork roast. The universe expanded, and the guy said with a wheeze, "Who will ever believe the world started by sneeze? So let's call it something much grander, all right? Merry Big Bang to all, and to all, Gesundheit." And the last poem for today, ending and closing the book, is a parody of Stopping by the Woods on a Snowy Evening by Robert Frost. It's called Astronaut Stopping by a Planet on a Snowy Evening. Which world is this? I do not know. It's in our solar system, though. I'm thinking that it might be Mars because it has that reddish glow. But you know it could be Venus, and if that's true, then just between us, I think it might be wise to leave before any locals might have seen us. Could be Pluto, might be Neptune. Don't they have more than one moon? I'm running out of oxygen. I'd better figure this out soon. Yes, space is lovely, dark and deep. For one mistake, I now do weep. In science class, I was asleep. In science class, I was asleep. 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 It's science class. I am asleep. Whack! Goes Mr. Newton's pointer on the blackboard. And that, my scientist, is the solar system. Test tomato on the planets. Class dismissed. Awake, awake. I am awake. I'm thinking regular sentences. I'm not rhyming anymore. I'm cured of my science verse. And that's good. The universe is beautiful and life is just great until art class when Mr. Picasso says, "Do not think of this as a little art project. Your art project must be your whole life." The end. Hope you enjoyed it, you guys. That certainly did make me laugh quite more times than one. I hope you're enjoying your New Year's Day and whatever day of the year you're watching this on, or any year you're watching this. Mostly after 2023 or any time after New Year's Day 2023, because before then would not have happened otherwise. I posted this video on New Year's Day. I am not making any sense right now because I am so freaking I'm so laughing so much right now. Anyway, I hope you liked it and enjoy your generic cereal. Take care. Bye.